I feel like if I was female, I would be a total slut. And I know that sounds like weird, but I don't even think that's bad. I honestly don't even think that's a bad thing. I don't think like if a girl's like just having sex with whoever and like doing whoever and like doing what, I don't even think that's a bad thing. And honestly, it's because that's probably what I would do. So today at my work, I said something in front of my boss. We were talking and we got some things in. And the company I'm working for is changing some stuff, and they added some stuff that I kind of disagree with. And I kind of said out loud, because I was stupid, I was like, it's good to see that our company is making the lateral move to an actual garbage dump. I think it's a really good business decision. And my boss heard me, and I thought, I didn't know who I was saying it to. I was just kind of saying it, and I forgot my boss was like really close to me, and he just looks at me and he goes, "Well said." We just didn't say anything. He just was like, "Mm-hmm, all right," just left it. So I'm really happy with that. Guy has a loot. Huh, maybe I should loot his loot. Shit, I really want to loot his loot now. Damn it. Might be the other door. There's 3. Okay. Your marker's downstairs. No. I'm looking for a guy who's going to give me the bow of huge penises so I can feel better about my life. So yeah, they're all mad, but like if somebody's holding up like two, like effectively what I'm doing when I'm having a conversation while holding up my hands like this, they're healing. Like I'm effectively holding 2 bottles of NyQuil while like talking to somebody. But I know you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know these people. Oh, because it's not even worse that she literally doesn't know me. And she's like, look, I have no idea who, I didn't even really know her name. And she's like, I believe that we should kill the person in charge. Like, oh yeah, I'm the crazy one. Oh yeah, totally. My 2 bottles of fucking Advil are more terrifying than the girl being like, yo, I want to take over the college and use it for my own goddamn gains. Yeah, totally. Fucking type of dancing, tango, tap dance. I was thinking more of that old school, you know, when like you're like 12 and you like a girl or a boy, I don't mind, and like okay, northeast, so it's like over here, so we'll go to Iverstead, and you know you're like, but you're like not allowed to kind of touch each other because it's like a school, high school, or like a junior school dance or whatever, and like kind of like you don't even want to put it on her thighs too much, but you kind of put it on her like her midsection. You just kind of step like awkwardly, and she like smiles, and you go like, "This is nice." And she's like, and you're like, "I'm so nervous." Like you're like spooling out, fucking woo. You're sweating so hard, there's a waterfall going off, and you're like, "I don't even know my whoa." That's the kind of dancing. That's the kind of dancing I want to do with you. I miss Mr. Rogers. His wonderful body. I didn't even mean to say that. That was, as much as you would be like, ha ha ha, Kevin said something stupid that was a little weird. Ha ha ha, what a weird thing to say. That was probably on purpose. Was not on purpose. Ooh, weird. Weird. Are you asking if I'm gay? The answer to that is no, but people say it's up for debate. But that's just... Alright. Ready to do the Olympics? Let's do it. Olympics! Doggo Olympics! Oh, God! Alright. More Olympics! More Olympics! Let's do the Olympics the right way. Come over here! This dog fucking tricked me. I just got played by this dog. This dog straight up played me. And then he left. Alright, you know what's the most upsetting about this room right now? Not that it's dirty. Not that there's nothing in it. It's more that look at all the wasted meat. Look at all the oh, it's dog meat. Never mind. Never mind. I mean, it's still wasted. No, they shouldn't have killed dogs. Why does this place murder dogs? that Alaskan Thunderfuck, though? Dude, that's a drag race name. I fucking love RuPaul's Drag Race. There was a time in my life in which all I did was watch RuPaul's Drag Race and then UFC Ultimate Fighter. And I would just go back and forth between that. One of my friends bought a hookah. And if you don't know what a hookah is, it's like just like a big pipe. It looks like a bong, but it's not for weed or anything. And my friend, we're all sitting around the table. And he kind of goes like, he's like, man, I actually really like this thing. I really like hummus too. And he like dips more, he takes like more pita, puts on hummus. And I was like, man, who could have thought? And he like looked at me and he laughed and he was like, that was really fucking stupid. That was stupid. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. And so he later left because he had to go do his exam in the morning. And he texts me and he's like, I almost failed my exam. And I was like, what do you mean you almost failed your exam? And he's like, I almost failed my exam. I was like, why? And I was like, he's like, because I kept sitting at the exam, and every time I read a question, all I could think of was, who could have thought? Oh, God.
This is huge.
Wait, what? Wait, what is going on? Am I not actually supposed to fight this thing? Wait, what's happening? Can someone inform me why this is happening? Wait, what? Did you stun him with your good looks? What is going on? Oh my God, did I just get off scot-free? I think I just got off scot-free. I leave the drawer open a lot at my work, and I was like, all right. And so what I usually do is without looking, usually just put my hand behind me and just like push it. And like just hit the drawer close like really hard. So, oh God. So I was turned around and I thought the drawer was open because I kind of felt it open behind me. And I took my hand and I went to go hit the drawer closed. And when I went to put my hand, I hit something and it was like the squishiest thing. And I like understand in that moment that what I had just hit that also made like a huge it's like a not see, this sounds like a desk when I hit it, but it sounded like a, and when I the first thing I noticed was, oh, that was definitely not the drawers, and that was definitely a person. And so I like turned around, and behind me, one of the girls I work with also turned around at the same time and stared at me, and I was like, I just fully slapped your ass, didn't I? And she was just like, yeah. We both just kind of stared at each other, and I was like, we just didn't know what to do. Like, we're just like, and then I was like, I am so sorry. She's like, it's okay. I used to have a car. It was hit in the middle of the night, and a guy hit it in the middle of the night, and when I went to it the next morning, it was totally destroyed. And the guy like showed up, and it was raining, and I could like find pieces of my car like going down the street, and he showed up, and I was like, he had a broken wrist, and I was like, oh my God, did you do that hitting my car? Like, what's up? Are you okay? And he was like, yeah, no, this is why I hit your car. I was in an accident like a week ago, and I just totally wasn't paying attention and I hit your car. And I was like, wow, you like super hit it. And then I was like, why did you come back? You hit my car in the middle of the night. Nobody was going to catch you. I wasn't here. You could have just, I never would have found out. And he was like, I live two doors down from you. And I was like, oh. He's like, in my car, it has a pretty big dent in it. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's why. I just want to climb. Let me climb. So, yeah. And then I didn't even buy another car. I decided just to take the money from the insurance company and just like have it and spend it on rent and whatever the hell else. I remember asking my mom where babies come from. She pointed to her belly. And I never really asked any questions. Oh, nope, I have a funny story. My mom likes to remind this of me. My mom likes to remind this of me all the time. My mom, how she explains it is, my mom likes to be like, I knew you weren't ever gonna be gay. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not gay, but how do you know that? And she's like, when you were, oh God. She's like, when you were like 4 or 5 years old, I was going through a fashion magazine and you were sitting next to me looking at it. And we happened onto a page, and on that page was a pretty girl. And you put your hand on the page to stop me from turning the page. And you looked at me and said, Mom, what's that? And it was a very, not particularly, let's just say like a girl in a very revealing outfit. And my mom's like, that's a girl. And I looked at her and I'm like 4 years old. And I looked at my mom and I was like, can I touch it? And my mom was like, I don't know. Do I let him do it? My mom was just like, okay. And like, I put my hand on the picture. Just like, and I was like, thank you. I took my hand off. And my mom was like, no problem. And so she didn't know what to do. She was like, I can't say no. I'll fuck him up for life. Like, if I say no, like, I don't know what will happen to me. Oh God. Dude, that was such a weird thing. My mom reminds me of it all the time, though. Like, more often than she probably should. She's like, when you were 4. I'm like, Mom, there's company here. She's like, but when you were 4? And I'm like, Mom. She's like, no, but when you were 4. I remember my friend was coming over, and he was, you know, he kind of knew me, but we wasn't like the best of friends yet. And we walked in, and I had been given weed or jazz cabbage by somebody, and I forget why, because I didn't really smoke it, but I had it in my pocket. And me and my friend walked into my living room, and and I kind of looked at my friend, and as we sat down near my parents, and we have like we had a nice house, and it was like very clean, very elegant, because my mom's like that. And I was like, hey man, do you want to see something funny? He's like, what? And I just like took this pile of weed I had in my pocket, and I just threw it on the counter in the middle of my living room. And my dad was like, huh? And my mom was like, oh, is that weed? And my friend was like, oh my God, what did he just do? Like, why would he do that? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? And so my mom runs over, like, off the couch and, like, picks it up and starts smelling it, like, oh my God, yeah, that's weed. And my dad's like, is it good? Is it good? The good stuff? And my friend's like, wait, what's going on? And my mom's, like, sniffing weed. And my dad's like, oh man, yeah, when I was, I'm still about that weed. It's so good. And my friend's like, what is happening? And my mom's like, no, I don't like the stuff. It's not good. And like, my dad, how did he word it? He was like, no, your mom doesn't smoke weed. She's all about the shrooms. My mom was like, yes, no, I do enjoy shrooms. And my friend was like, what is happening? And I'm like, this is my life. Welcome. I was like, just welcome to my life, dude.
I'll never tell you anything.
Anyway, yeah, that was a thing. I didn't get in trouble a whole lot when I was a kid. How am I supposed to get in trouble once my mom says words like, I do enjoy the shrooms, though? Like, what can I do as a teenager to really get me in trouble after a sentence is said near me like that? Right? Like, what? My dad was the kind of person that I remember, I think I've told this too, but we had spaghetti a lot in my house for dinner. And then we'd have bread with butter to have with your spaghetti. And my mom, I don't know why she did this, but she tried to like kind of play a trick on my dad. I guess not trick. She tried to like get him to eat a little bit healthier because he was getting big. Not like big, but he was, and he was getting a little old. And so I remember sitting at the dinner table and my dad and me and my mom are having a conversation kind of, and my dad like takes a bite of this bread and he goes, what the fuck is this? You changed the butter. My mom's like, what? He's like, you changed the margarine. She's like, what are you talking about? He's like, this is the olive oil shit, isn't it? You moved the tubs. And my mom's like, how can you tell? And he's like, I can tell. Like, and he got like really serious. I got like really mad about it. And he's like, where's the regular margarine? We need to find it. And he like went to the kitchen and tried to get it. She like threw it out. And she's like, we don't have it. And he's like, ah. And so the next day, we're having leftover spaghetti. And my dad gets the bread and butter. And as he takes like a small bite, and he's like, where's the olive oil stuff? My mom's like, what are you talking? He's like, it's just actually not bad. What happened to it? Is this the other stuff? My mom was like, oh my god, are you serious? He's like, what? And so from then on, we always had the olive oil fucking margarine.
I haven't missed the sunlight, but I do miss the
But I was in my bedroom or my office, and I was still living with my parents, and I hear from the kitchen, I hear like a crash, boom, damn it. And then I like wait, I'm like, oh, whatever. And I hear a crash, boom, damn it. I'm like, what the hell is happening? And then a third time I hear this crash, boom, and like seeing my dad going, damn it. Like, what the hell's going on? I like go into the kitchen and I see my dad, who I think he just returned to the hospital or something, and on the ground are cans of not Coke, but like Diet Kirkland soda from Costco, and they're like spinning on the ground. And I'm like, Dad, what the hell's going on? And he's like, I've got it, I'm gonna do this. And he takes another can from the fridge and drops it. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I don't know. They're slipping. I made a button. I was like, what is this happening? And he's like, I don't know. Just don't deal with it. And he's like, I have butter on my hands. It's just... And I started laughing, and my mom came in, she started laughing, and we were just laughing at him as he's trying to be like, there's stupid shit. There's so much shit in the fridge, and I can't get them out. It was good. Yeah, you should ask when Six Stroke streams. You should ask him about our boss and the stuff that he did. One time, I had a different shift than him. Oh my God. I came in the morning, I did a bunch of work, and then my boss comes in. Yeah, I was actually, well, of course I did, Madhound. What are you talking about? And I did some work. I got some paperwork done. I did some stuff, and he comes in. My boss comes in because he has a later shift. And I heard you squeak. Oh God. He comes in and he's like, dude, have you seen Kung Fury? I was like, yeah, I've seen Kung Fury. And he's like, okay, well, Kung Fury's amazing. I was like, yeah, Kung Fury is really cool. I love Kung Fury. And he's like, cool, let's just watch Kung Fury. And so we watched Kung Fury, and then we talked about Kung Fury, and then I was like, yo, I have to go. It's time to clock out, but I did the work I have to do, so I guess you'll do your work. And he was like, yeah. I was like, cool. So I left my boss there. And then Six Stroke came in because it was his turn to start. And I find out the next day from Six Stroke, I'm like, hey man, how was it with our boss? And he's like, oh yo, we didn't do anything. We watched Kung Fury. I was like, are you serious? He didn't do any work. He just watched Kung Fury with you. Are you serious? Are you fucking? What the fuck? Wait. I was like, I just watched Kung fucking Fury with you.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors.
I think that's when I knew he would just. My boss wasn't gonna do anything anymore. I mean, not to get too serious about it, but there's an amazing feeling I get from streaming, and when I go on my stream, and there's immediately people there ready to just hear me say stupid shit, but really just to hang out and enjoy. And it really does. I don't know, I think it's so nice. It's really, really cool. I've never had an experience like this. It's just really cool. Also, what the fuck is this place? The condom of protection. That was actually one of my favorite lines during the 24-hour stream of Six Stroke being like, guys, I thought of $1 million idea. Whoa, that gave me chills. Vacuum sealed condoms, and I was like, "What? How do I get them on my dick?" And he was like, "You put them on, then you vacuum seal them." And I was like, "Oh, what do I have a girlfriend?" And he's like, "You're not my demographic." And I was like, "Oh, how do I get them off my dick?" And he was like, "Shit, that's a good question." Oh, fucking Six Stroke, that gorgeous bastard. Also, my favorite line from that fucking 24-hour stream is between Zoran and Six Stroke, where Six Stroke goes, where fucking Zoran, Six Stroke goes, "You guys didn't even mention that I got a haircut. You guys didn't even notice." And Zoran goes, "This is literally the first time I ever met you." And it was beautiful. Just the most beautiful fucking... Zoran, keep this in the video, but only a little bit, like what I just said, and then put up a little go here for the thing video for for stream of 24-hour highlights. It's good. God, what a good fucking... That stream was great. I had a lot of fun with that stream. I really want to do it again.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
I really want to do it. I mean, I want to do a 24-hour stream again. That was literally hell.